everybody. But oh well. I'm here looking plain, like with no makeup, no lashes, stuff like that. You like me plain, Jane? Yeah. Oh, these are mine. These not fake. Those are mine. Eyelashes? What? Oh yeah, some of my eye, I can't get it off. Yeah, I gotta get some makeup wipes to remove that. Or some oil, which I don't have no oil on me, but it's stuck on there. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I want to have a nice chat with y'all this morning. A nice chat. Because on the way from work this morning, I had like this, hey baby, I had this like this. I can't say with the voice, I don't know who was the voice, but I just had like this word of thing that he'll hit my spirit. So I said, you know what, I'm going to talk to my subbies about that today, since I haven't been on here really too much. But anyway, I'm on the way right now to take the kids. Well, I got Harmony in the truck with me, grandma and granddad in front of me. But cause I was gonna take them. Grandma had to go to Tallahassee anyway. But then again, Harmony was crying that she wanted me to go, so I drove my truck. She got in the truck with me. You know, I'm gonna take her to the doctor. And Destin got to see the appointment doctor too. So, anyways, let me go around. Y'all just passed grandma now. But anyways, yeah, that's that. But yeah, that's what we going. And then after that, I have to go. Yeah, but I'm the one to pick the doctor. Then after that, I have to go get their chairs because they go on a trip this weekend. Not with me, but just the kids and my mom. They're going like some kind of big old vacation thing for the whole entire, from tomorrow on up to probably Sunday, Monday, like that. All expenses was paid. I didn't have to pay a darn thing. I'm like, oh my God, look at God blessing. So they doing that. I'm going to get their chairs, their beach chairs, while they at the doctor office. Or I may do it when they get out. And also I need to go to my Publix because I want me some sushi to take to work today. So I might eat some and then take some over, buy some more to take to work. That's going to be interesting. I pray they be safe and have fun. Yeah, mom going with them. You know, mom going with them. You know, they going to work by themselves. But anyway, let me get into this before I get to chatting. Everybody, it's 20 people watching. Even my haters, you can thumbs down, whatever, don't care. But listen, go ahead and thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you're going to do. Go ahead and do that now before we get to chatting. So we can go ahead and have this. There's not no service this morning, but this word in my spirit, I just had this. I was driving home from work this morning, and it's just like, it hit me. So I said, I want to talk about it. Morning, honey. That's good. Okay, I'm driving, so y'all can't write big paragraphs. I know it's no paragraph, but, you know, you can't be, you know, writing so long. Break it up so I can kind of glance at it and see it while I'm driving. Yes, I have a full day ahead of me, and then I got to be to work at 3 o'clock. So, yeah. And then hubby and I going on a date tonight because I don't have to work full time today. So hubby and I would be going on a date later tonight. Or go for dinner, put it like that. But you can't go on a date with me and mommy and daddy. No, you can't.
A baby.
Yeah, I know when you were a baby, yeah, that was different. But look, we just took you on a little beach trip, and then now you're gonna go on another little beach trip with another vacation tomorrow, and you're gonna be gone from mommy for a long time. Well, not a long time, God forgive me, I plead the blood of Jesus over that. But you're gonna be gone for like 3 days, and you're gonna be having fun, and mommy gonna be at the house in that stupid work. And I'm gonna see you, so I'm gonna spend time with daddy tonight. Huh?
Your father where to go?
You follow me where to go?
Your father where to go?
Well, no, Mommy can't go with y'all because I got to go to work. If I don't go to work and Daddy don't want to go to work, you don't get the things that you need and you want. Right? All right. All right, Miss. I think it's Earlene. I can't see it from here. Well, just say Miss Lewis. I can barely see that because my phone bounces on my tripod. Good morning. Hey, everybody. So you got to start talking about it. Ain't nothing but the enemy, ain't it? But anyways, like I was saying, you got to see the title. Sometimes bad things have to happen for greater things to happen, right? I want you it may seem like you're being punished for something, but I want you to think about it. When these things happen in your life, right? These things could be negative, could be to make you feel down, depressed, sad, or whatever, and you just keep trying to, push forward and better yourself, right? You're doing all you can, and of course you've been praying about it, and just trying to do the right thing, right? So, in other words, think about that. Think about what you're going through, right? I'm pretty sure everybody right now is going through something. So, put your emojis up right now if you're going through something. We finna participate this morning. We're participating. We're being active. So put any emoji up if you're going through something right now in your life, whether it's emotional or financial or spiritual, or you just need a breakthrough, whatever you're going through. If you're going through something, put your emoji up. We're definitely going to participate this morning. Yeah, right, Nick. Because when I flip this, you're going to appreciate it. You're going to appreciate your storm. You're going to appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. I love those emojis. You're going to appreciate your storm. Just give me a minute. I'm going to give people get a chance to put their little emoji up, whatever emoji they want to do, in the next 30 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to chat. So go ahead. If you're going through something in your life, whether it's mental, physical, financially, spiritual, or you just need a breakthrough, or you just praying for a certain something, whatever in your life, or healing, or whatever the case it may be, put an emoji up. Okay, good morning, baby. Okay, now anyways, we're gonna move forward. Bye bye, guys. Anyway, okay. Now you think about your storm that you're going through, right? So therefore, I want you to remember within the past week or so, 2 weeks ago, you prayed for a specific prayer, right? Most people do. They pray for a specific prayer or ask God to give them favor or to hire them, to hire them, to elevate them in their life, or a specific prayer. I prayed for, the truck coming in front of me like this. I prayed a specific prayer, and literally, it wasn't even 2 days. It wasn't even 2 days, I don't think. It wasn't even, in fact, it was only a day. Yeah, to be clear, it was only 1 day. And God answered my prayer because He knows your heart. Okay, you pray. A lot of people pray for a little crazy stuff, materialistic stuff, but when you pray from your heart, God sees your heart. God knows all. He sees all. He hears all. He knows what you're going to say before you say it. The same way how we get on the phone and talk to our friends and whatever the case they may be, or text them, because we always have, we carry our phone more than we carry our Bible. I'm not trying to preach to nobody because I do the same thing. The first thing we get up in the morning before we brush our teeth or say our prayers is the first thing that we do. grab our cell phones. We check our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchats, emails. What is the first thing we do? That is the first thing that we do in the morning time before we even get the chance to say, thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. We grab our cell phones and we check our social medias. But where's that time to give God? Will we give him a quick little prayer before we go to bed? Or thank you, God, for whatever, blah, 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 blah. Do he rush? Do he do that to you? Do he, like, say for instance, like, how much, think about it, be honest with yourself, how much time do you give God throughout your day-to-day life? Now, if your spouse was to do that to you the same amount of time that you give God, wouldn't you be upset? Because I feel like I'm preaching to myself. And I know I'm talking to a lot of people on here too. If your spouse was giving you the same amount of time that you're giving God, wouldn't you be upset? Where's my time to talk? You can talk to him without praying. You don't have to be sitting up there like praying about or praying to always tell him something that you want. No, you could just sit up there and just have a regular old conversation with him. He hears you. He hears you. And he has a way of making you hear him too. It may be like something I'm talking about right now, y'all could have been prayed about. And like, bam, he giving you your word, your confirmation right now. Or it could be somebody walking by the store and they happen to say something, and you like, darn, I just said that. I just prayed about that, but God will showing you and telling you he heard you. Now, when he want to come to you and talk, you will know. You will hear it. You will know. Might be like in your mind, in the conscience, or whatever the case it may be, but you will know. Hold on, you guys. Let me turn. So the same time that we give to these phones and these social medias, and we always want attention from our friends and family and our spouses, the same time that we give them is the same time you should be putting in, and the same effort, energy you should be putting into giving God as well. Because it seems like the only time we go to him is when we're down and out or we need something. How would you like if people only contact you when you down and out, when you need something? But still, he comes through for you. He has not a deaf ear to you in months. Some people go without months, whatever, without even saying a prayer or thanking God or whatever. How would you like if he did that to you? He didn't hear you for that long. Do you know how much hell your life would be in or dead if he did not watch over you or see about you? The same way that how you forgot and neglected him, how if he was to do that to you? Think about it. If he was to turn his face from you, you'll be hellbound. Read your comment. Hold on, some cards in front of me. Wow, just think about this, and now you're speaking. Look, exactly what I'm saying. You could have just been talking about it or praying about it. And this could be a word for you for somebody. Maybe that's why God had put that in my spirit to talk about. I don't know. But I said, I heard it. And I'm going to talk about it because if I felt like it hit me like, because I was singing my gospels on the way home from work. I was singing, the Spirit of the Lord is here. And I don't know if you guys know this lady name. I think her name is some kind of Car or something. But she says, if it had not been for the shaking, I would have never been ready for, oh, that thing gave me chills. I would never been ready for the making. So if God didn't shake me, you know what I mean? Shake me, because in the midst of all my hell and my crap I'm going through, if he didn't shake me to wake me up, I wouldn't be ready for the making that what he's about to make me into. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't be ready for that. I have to go through certain things, certain levels for him to elevate me. So when I get there, I would know how to appreciate, I would know how to approach every situation that he puts in front of me without backsliding into those center ways or attitudes or things like that. I mean, we all human, we backslide, but it's our job to go back and repent and say, hey, I'm sorry if I said this to you or what it came out wrong. I was having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Even if you snapped on your child, some people feel like they are too grown to tell their children they sorry. Even if they 4 or 5 years old, if they can't understand, no. If you snapped on that child because you're going through something with their daddy or a problem with your job or the case that may be, and you happen to snap on that child to yell at them, you should tell them they're sorry because they're human beings too. They have feelings too. You should not be too bold or too grown to tell somebody to tell a child that you are sorry. Especially your own, because you're going through stuff in your life. No ma'am, no sir. So like I about, but anyway, in my spirit, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna break down the best way to say it. But like I was saying, I was singing that song. If it had not been for the shaking, I never would have been ready for the making. So like I said, if God did not shake me and wake me up, I would not be ready and be woke enough to be ready for the making what he's about to make me into, a person he's ready to build me into. I may not have been ready back then and thought I was ready, but I'm not ready until God say I'm ready. You get what I'm saying? Because we always have to be ready for something, and when we get it, we don't know how to appreciate it. We don't know how to go forth with it. We don't know what to do with it. Hold on, let me change lanes. So I have to go through certain situations in my life, so when he finally wake me up, Avis, I prepared you for this moment. I prepared you for this day. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. Feel it. So like the song said, if I'd never been ready for the shaking, I would have never been ready for the making. And he said, if it had not been for the beating. So hold on. If it had not been for the shaking, I would never been ready for the making. If it had not been for the beating, I would never knew how anointed I would be. So if God didn't have to whoop me in the spiritual form to break me down, to beat me, that's there for me. Hey, I may will have to lose my job or whatever the case may be, with something bad to happen. Sometimes it's death, which I pray to God that don't have to happen to me. But sometimes it's death. But you get repo, your lights are off, you don't have no money, you don't have no food to provide for your family, what it is. But guess what? You're still eating though. You may not have what you eat, what you want to eat, but you're still eating and still providing, right? Right. So if he didn't have to whoop me in the spiritual form, that's preparing me. And then it said, if it had not been for the pressing, I would have never knew how anointed that I would be. So, and he's preparing me, and he's preparing me for the greater. Look up that song. I think her name was some kind of car. Somebody on here knows this song. Somebody knows. They know her name. But anyway, you have to go through the shaking, the beating, and the pressing. Get it? Shaking. He's shaking. He's waking you up now. Your time has come. And I feel like it's my time has come. All these years and all these years I've been saying I want to get saved, and I try to walk my right path and try to do this and do that and all this kind of thing, and it wasn't my time. He still made sure I was safe and sound, and I still depended on him, but it was not my time to wake me up. You know, you always have that family member, you need to go ahead and get saved, this. And you're trying to get saved because your family wants you to get saved. You wanna be this person because your family wants you to be this person. You get what I'm saying? I gotta get over. Oh, okay. And no, the pine cones right there. Not my pine cones, the cones in the roads. Other people are not man, or you just want to please them. And I know, Jacqueline Carr, thank you, baby. I'm glad you wrote that. Thank you so much. It might be time she called, I don't know, but either one of you guys look it up. But I know she's a Carr or something. Yeah, I think that's her name. But anyway, yeah, that is an anointing song. That thing just rattled my spirit. It just has me in tears because that. I can't even explain this. If you look back on your life and think about all this is what I think about. Even her other song, A Champion. Whoo, Jesus. That song a champ. I'm about to cry. That song a champion. I think she or the car, whatever her name is. But when you look back over your life and think about all that mess that you went through, and he was preparing you for your day, because your day is coming. Like the Bible say, every knee shall bow. You might not want to bow to the one that say, oh, there's no God in this and this and this, whatever. But every knee shall bow. Either you do it by your own choice or by force. Either way, every knee shall bow. Period. And like I said, I know, like, y'all have no idea how much I felt like I have grown mentally within the past 3 to 4 months of my life. I feel like in 3 to 4 months of my life, I have gotten closer to God in a way that I can't even imagine. I wake up want to sing my gospels. I wake up happy. I wake up praying for my family. Even if I don't do it as soon as I wake up, but on my drive to work, I'm praying for my family. I'm praying for my loved ones. I even pray for only God knows. I pray for my enemies too. To the ones that try to shake and break me, but guess what? They can't shake and break something that God has His hands on. You may throw dirt on their name. You may try to hurt them physically, mentally, spiritually, even go to the voodoo lady, whatever. But the same thing that you do to them is the same thing God will do to you and worse. Because when you dig one hole for somebody and you think you hurting them, baby, you better dig two. Because God is not a God that will lie, and He will not touch not my anointing and leave and do my prophet no harm.
Is it going, Grandpa?
Yeah. Hear it again. Touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. I'm not saying I'm a prophet. I don't know what God has called me to be. I don't know what He has called me to be. But I know I have a calling and anointing on my life, and I know it's time. I feel it. I dream about stuff and it comes to pass. I used to do that often when I was a child. Coming up. And it happens the same exact way it happened in my dream. And I used to, but so now it has started to come back to pass. It has started to come back like 2 months ago, a month or two ago. I even recorded it, but I didn't end up posting on YouTube like I want to. But I dreamed about a black snake in my yard with baby eggs and snakes and shit like that in my yard, right? That next week, it was a black snake coming to my yard, and it was pregnant because I ran over. Mommy, remember that? Mommy right here, she can vouch for that. Do you remember? I'm giving them talk about the spiritual thing right now, but remember when I told you about the little dream I had with the little, because snakes are enemies.
Yeah.
So
I gotta get in there.
I know, but listen, when I told you I had a dream about the black snake, and then didn't that come to pass? I had the black snake in the yard full of babies.
Mama, it was dream about when it had
That next week.
God is up there with God and I get no beaten a day there and be good if God and I get enough.
That's right. When you do right by God, God will reward you. Eternal life. No more sadness, Sharon. No more crying. No more pain. No more back pain. You can be. No more overeating. Hey, Grandma. Why y'all didn't pop closer, Grandma? Granddad. Why you didn't park closer? So y'all can be talking on my live with me. Oh, really, Grandma? What you want to park in front of the building for? For somebody they hit your chair? What, baby? You say, guess what? What, baby? What? What, baby? All I know is this work for somebody. I tried to explain it the best way I could, but think about it. I'm gonna break it down. Watch what you pray for, because it just might happen. Sometimes it may not happen the way you want it to happen, but it still happens. Maybe you have to move something or someone or certain situations around, close one door, and you think, God, why are you punishing me? Sometimes you have to close one door before a greater door to open. You know what I mean? You may feel like you being punished, or why everything got to keep happening to you, right? But it's something bigger and better coming. If you feel like you just keep going through, like, God, what is going on in my life? Why are you doing it, baby? At the end of your road, you got a great reward. Your breakthrough season is coming. A lot of people get so envious and so jealous of other people's accomplishments, or other people's things that God is blessing them in. Like, it's not your season. It's their season. Your season is coming. Maybe you need to see somebody else blessing and season for you to, in order for you to, you don't bring. He have ways of bringing you to him and to your knees. I've learned that personally. God damn, I have learned that personally. He has showed me time and time and time and time again. Sometimes I used to go for months without praying, or I used to freaking, like, I would never blaspheme, but grandma, let your water down. I used to ask grandma, how you know? I mean, cause I get caught. I know I'm be honest. I used to get caught up in that Facebook mess about people talking about, oh, God this and God is that. I'm the type of person that I hear everything. I listen to both sides. The one thing I would believe in it, but I like to hear both sides of what people think about how our spirituality when it comes to black people. It's only, no, it's only one God, but and then they say white man did this, and I don't care what they say, whatever. But all I know is I know there's a higher power. Period, because it has shown itself to me. I have seen spirits before. I have heard spirits before. I mean, literally with my eyes. It scared me so bad, so it made every hair on my body stood up. I used to dream dreams constantly and see them come to pass. I had dreamed one time I went to work after I worked that whole week without a day off. I got off from work 3-4 hours later. I had to go back to work, right? And I had a dream the same time like that too. And then the next day they said they were going. I was fired. I went to work that next day, and the same way it happened, I was fired. I see they had me working all these doubles back to back, tired, miserable. I couldn't even go home and get rest. I had to go to my sister's house and live like 5 or 10 minutes away. They made 5 minutes away up the road, and kind of found out the manager was stealing. So I guess I don't know if they fired all the crew, but I was one of the people that was let go. There have been so many times. Even I used to pray for Rome when coming up. I was like, God, if Rome is when it's the time I was dating a few guys before Rome and I got serious, and I was like, God, move everything out my life that's not right for me. Anybody that's in my life that's not right for me, move them out my life. And he moved them out my life. Everybody still remained the same. Even I used to ask them about the men, whores still pray too. You know, I used to pray about that, and God kept Rome there. I know Rome is here with me for a reason. Rome and I have had the most awful upbringing, but on my grandma's side, I can say it has been a blessing. On my mom's side, blessing too, but it's just my mom. Maybe that prayer is a prayer, and God kept moving her out my life, and I didn't realize it. It's just, no, God, it's hit me now. Maybe he moved her out my life for a reason. I don't know. I mean, I don't talk to her. I don't call her because I feel like I shouldn't have to always call. No matter what you go, people make time for what they want to make time for. What is 2 minutes of your day to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I just want to hear your voice"? But you on Facebook comment on other people's posts, but you're not commenting on mine or liking mine, but you comment on everybody else's posts. I know you see it because you always on there. So your own child, you can't even pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I'm not finna chase after you. I have broke bread with you. As far as I have came to you, woman to woman, daughter to mother, whatever the case it may be, and had these conversations with you, and nothing still changed. I have finally, you guys, I have finally went to her, which was last year, think it was last year, this year, and I came and I finally told her the incident with happened with her husband. He did to me, from me being a little girl, 8 years old, for him touching me, all the way up to I was 14, 15 years old, to him raping me. It was not a brutal rape, but I did not consent it because I told him no, and I still pushed him away. But he grabbed my shoulders down like this and pulled me down to the ground. I told her detail to detail what he did to me. I even told him the shit that haunts me to this day. Rome said that's the most filthy. I said, Rome, it's the most. He got to be a sick individual because he told me I look like my mother down there. That's something I feel in my spirit that just has to be the most disrespectful thing ever. And I know I had a calling on my life. I know that's why I'm working hard to just do me, do my family, and whatever God has called me to be, because I feel like I am worthy. Not for to please, not not her husband, not my dad. My dad would never. My dad would never. Her husband, my stepdad. Yeah. Well, through the molestation, through the rape, through the abuse I used to deal with in that house, I the mental, the physical. This lady used to black my eyes when I was 8 years old. She hit me in the face with a belt. It bust underneath my eye. It was bleeding. I used to hold a potato on my eye. She told me to hold it on there. And then I remember she hit me with a high heel shoe and bust my ear. You could still see it right here. So you see one side, it looks normal, right? Like you don't see like a shininess, right? In the inside, you can see. But if you look on this side, you see that shininess? That's the cartilage of where she hit me and bust my ear with the high heel shoe. I have a mark on my arm. My tattoo probably covering it, but she hit me so hard with this extension cord, it knocked the skin off of my arm. She used to beat me with this nightstick the police have so bad that I couldn't even move my arm. I used to have to hold my arm. And my grandma could tell you this. I used to hold my arm because I couldn't move it. When I was probably like Trinity age or Trinity size, maybe Destiny, between 8 to 10, she sat on my head where my face was on the mattress so I couldn't breathe. So I want you to picture yourself next time you're in your bed, or if you are in your bed. You put your face on your own mattress hard as you can. Now, that's that. But imagine a grown woman, person, sitting on your head and your back, beating you with a belt and taking the sharp part of the belt part to shove in your ass. That's what she did to me. That's not even half of it. But that's the shit I have went through in my life. And people always used to wonder why I'm so defensive, or I seem like I'm so mean. You don't know what the shit I had to go through. The things I had to go through. God forgive me for cursing. You don't know my story. You don't know what I had to go through. Ron kind of went through some of the similar things with, not with the molestation thing, but he did get tried one time when he was a little boy and his parents handled that. But when Rome came into my life, I know God sent him for a reason, because besides that itself, still to this day, I tell him he was my light through that hurricane. Even through all that, I used to fight and be mean to him, and that's probably I tell Avis, why you? I remember back in the day, y'all used to say, Avis, why you so mean to your husband? You talk so down to him, and this and this and this. I realized growing up, I used to watch my mama do that to my stepfather, and I did not know that that same energy and that spirit was on me. Because children pay attention to what you do and say. They may not say it and do it around you, but those same ways are getting put into that person. My sister, I realized we talked about this. My sister, my older sister, does the same exact thing that I used to do to Rome. She still kind of does it. But I know I have a great man, so I want to push him away. I had to fall back and realize my downfall. Avis, he's here to help you. Let him lead. Let him, be the man. I know I'm a dominant person in general. But I would not talk down to this man because he did nothing wrong to me. Because she used to call him all kind of, I mean, everything in the book. And I realized that same behavior, what I watched growing up, is what happened in my own marriage. I was bringing that into my marriage. If you ever been, if any woman, I want you to realize, if any woman has been hurt with abuse and rape or whatever the case it may be, pay attention to how you treat your spouse. You know why? Because you've been hurt by a man so much, you're dogging them out, but they're still there. You know why? Because they love your stupid behind. They love you. Like that movie, Muddy or something. The girl and the girl kept saying, Byron, Byron. The woman that ended up being by my mama, she was raped. Did you realize how bad she was treating her husband? Dogging him out and just talking all of him stupid and dumb because she never got a chance to release all that negative energy to let go of that man who hurt her. If you don't let go of that anger and that hurt and that sadness of that person who hurt you will carry that on throughout your life, and people will think that you're so angry and you're mean and you this and they don't care what people say anyway, but you are. And I realized I forgave him. I don't. When I see him, I don't have not one emotion towards him when I see him. Cause I still see him if I go see my mom. If I go see her, but I don't have not one emotion. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Out of all the men that have raped and molested me throughout my life, remember, he's not the only one who have molested and raped me throughout my whole life. I have been. This has happened to me. Hold on, let me count. Hold on. 4 times, 4 different men, people, guys, 4 different guys. No, that's not my real dad. That's my stepdad. My real dad would never. My real dad's a psychopath, like me. So this happened 4 times in my life, and the one time, the one, the worst one is when I couldn't walk the next day, and everybody wondered like what happened to me, and I was trying to walk regular. That's when I was pushed down really hard. And I was saying no, 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 and they just pushed me down really hard, and then they just jammed it in there, and just I couldn't walk for good for like two days. And they thought, oh, I was just being fast tail girl fooling around. No, and they didn't even know because I didn't even tell them because you always judging me, and I'm the one that's the more open one and tells everything. But you judging me, telling me this and this, I'm this and this. So why would I even tell you what just happened to me? That's why I was a teenager. I'm not sure how old. Maybe it was 16, something like that. I was a teenager when that one happened with the one. Actually, I was a teenager, but majority of all of these, they was like constantly going back to back. And through all that I was going through with all the abuse from my mama and her neglecting me and hurting me, all this stuff, to the molestation and shit that's going on in my house. And that's why I used to like run away. I used to like, do whole shit, looking for love from men. Get out my truck. This is not for you. This is why I did a lot of things I shouldn't have did, but I know it was for a greater purpose. Did you get counseling? I went to counseling as an adult. I mean, and I talked about it with her. We talked about bringing my mom in because she would like to put that into like closed area or something. She said, I'm like, I mean, it ain't worth it because lady, I confronted her my own self on my own, and I told her detail to detail what your husband did to me and how I felt like I was not safe in my own home by being with you. I never felt like your home was a home to me. I always felt like I was a stranger in my own home with you. I never felt like at peace in that house. I never felt loved in that house. And still to the day, as being a grown up, I still have dreams of me being there. I'm so sorry that happens. That happened to you, Avis. But look at you now. The bad things that happen to us make us stronger and sometimes a better person. And you, girl, have a young, beautiful. Thank you, babe. Thank you. That's great. So many people have trauma but never address it. Yeah, I mean, I had to because I felt as though that same negative energy my mom used to give me and my siblings is the same thing I was carrying on into my marriage, and I was reflecting on into my children. And I said, I'll be damned if I talk to my kids the way that she talked to me. I had to realize my faults and treat them better. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about like with materialistic. It's just the way I used to speak to them. You know, he's like always like curse them out the way she used to curse me out. And I said, I am not going to curse them out because when you cursing, you were doing exactly that. You cursing, and you like you damn this and this. You're damning your child. You damn, what you damning them? You're cursing them, cursing. Using curse word, you're cursing your children. Don't curse your children. I mean, sometimes it may slip out because out of anger or what the case they may be. Okay, then just telling you sorry for cursing at them. You're not too big and too grown to apologize to your children. You're sorry. You have to start from somewhere. And I said I will not do that. Exactly. I will break that cycle. Yeah, I'm going to write a book. I just haven't. That is called PTSD. Oh, I didn't know, but I still dream about that. That I be down into their house. Sometimes I still dream that he still has sex with me, and I mean, like all kind of dreams I still have. And I feel like I told her I felt like her house was my hell on earth. And then when I dream, I'm dreaming about her house. I'm at her house, and I just don't like it. So I know I have a great purpose on my life. I know I have a great anointing. That's why I still have my little ministry that I'm working hard on. I don't have a chance to do it now that I'm working so much. But I told Mama I want her to put the footwork in. I handle the financial parts of it. But you put the footwork in. Of course, it's my ministry, so it's under my name. And of course, I have her as a partner with me. But she put the footwork in because I be working so much, and I handle the financial parts, whatever they need to be paid for. So like my story, my life itself will help many of young women, many of grown women, because a lot of grown women that have been molested and raped and abused by men or family or whatever the case it may be, and they have never told not a soul. I have had so many women after hearing my story before write me crying or calling me through Facebook crying, telling me their story after hearing mine. And they say they never told not a soul. And I was the first person they told. And the only thing we did together was cry on the phone. It's okay. Just let it out. Let it out. I've been there. I used to cry and be depressed a lot, and I did not realize it come from me wanting that motherly love. Sharon Chef showed me, which is my aunt. You know, I call her mom. She call her mama. I call her mom too, but a lot of people don't know that she's actually my aunt. She's my dad's sister. I've been calling her mom since I was 2. Okay, and I know that God allowed my biological mother to have me just for her. I was meant to be hers because I've been here since I was 2. And they finally got me permanently when I was a teenager. When I finally left and I said I wasn't coming back. And that's when she had hit me with a hammer. And I said, fuck it. I'm done. I ran down to the neighbor's house down the street. And I called my daddy, told him to come get me because she just got to hit me with a hammer. And they came and got me, and I never went back. And then that's when I finally came out and told them what was happening down there. She said, when later on in life, she said she thought I was just saying that my stepdaddy raped and molested me to get back at her because I was mad. Why would I even do that? But at the same time, you found my journal after I left. And my brother found my journal after I left with my poems in there and how hurt and angry I am in my love poems about me being raped. You found that, but still you thought I was lying? You think I'm going to lie in my own journal? So that's why I watch over them girls and my son so closely. Because if it were ever, I'm doing fed time, period. I would not let them go through that hurt. I know I can't be around them for their whole life when they go off to college or parties. So I'm gonna let them go to parties, let them have their space and stuff. Let them have their freedom until they give me a reason not to trust them. I'm gonna let them do all the things I couldn't do. I couldn't go to parties like that and talk on the phone and all this other stuff. I'm gonna let them have all the freedom they want, but at a certain time. Okay, you have to be in the house by 9, just like us. We have to be in the house by 9. No boys are allowed in your room. Boys come over to your house, guess what? You sit in the living room where I can watch you. I ain't gonna be there to watch you, but where I can hear that you in the living room, you're talking. Okay, the boys shouldn't be in your bedroom. I was brought up that way, even though I snuck them and still in there. But I know I have good girls. I can help it. I would not let them go through none of the mess that I went through in my life. I refuse. Did she ever believe you? I don't know if she believed me or not. I still don't know to this day. But I think that she told me, I think when she told me one time, she did end up believing me. Because she prayed about something, something happened. So you had to pray about something for you to believe me? Come on. Me when I was a child. Because the things that, I know my grandma would never lie to me. My grandma told me when I was training little age, time, y'all need to come get Avis because she giving it all the way to the men. Sometimes I'm hunching men at 8 years old. She told my grandma that. There's been plenty of times my grandma, my family, not just my grandma, but other people have came out and told me that how she used to pack up all my stuff and throw it out in the yard, tell them come get me. She didn't want me. Or I remember myself how she would tell me she gonna give me away or give me go send me to the girls' home. I remember that with my own ears. It's crazy the things that you remember, but the things you want to remember you can't remember. But things that you don't want to remember, living with your molester and your nose and still growing up all the same house. Just said it is. He used to go in my sister's room too, but I found out last year when her finally had a talk on the phone. I was crying to her, telling her. I told her because the reason why I started hating her is because she didn't believe me. She told me I was lying. And you're my sister. You're supposed to believe me if nobody else believed me. You were supposed to believe me. But he did used to go in her room and lift up under her covers and look at her business and whatever and touch her. He did to me. But the only thing he did not do to her is actually have intercourse with her. He did that with me. And I found that out with her. She said, no, he never did that. And she said, hey, I swear to God, I didn't know. But I was trying to tell you, and you tell me I was lying. And I told her, that's the reason I stopped liking you and loving you. I hated you so much because you did not believe me. If nobody else believed me, you should have believed me. You should have had my back. And you didn't. You took mama's side. You didn't take my side. So, story of my mother freaking life. A whole lot more has happened, but hey, when the Lord, good Lord, allows me to write my book, you will hear it all. I will try my best not to leave not one part out, but you know, sometimes you forget things, and then there'll be a book number 2. So, I already got the title for it, but I just got to sit down and write it, and what a book it will be. But I'm not going to hold you guys up much longer. Go ahead and thumbs up this video. Share this video with any and everyone. Every woman that you know, because every woman has a story. A lot of women have been through molestation and rape and beating and all this stuff, and bad mothers and bad fathers, and you never know, this may help somebody. So tell your girlfriends, you know, hey, come watch this video, you know, and you know, maybe to help them to come out and talk about it and get it off their chest. Because if you carry all that weight on your chest, you're gonna be so hurt, so sad, so mean, disrespectful to so many people. Because now Hood be calling me, but when I shop this store to buy these beach chairs for my kids, I'm at the little top. I just want to get that inspirational thing off my chest, and it seems like God just allowed everything else to come out too. So I maybe help somebody with that too. So I'll talk to you later, probably the next 30 minutes or so, when I go to the store and go shopping for the kids, and I go to Publix and get me some sushi and some snow crabs. And I'll see you guys later. Okay? Thumbs up the video, you guys, and I really, really appreciate you. I will watch and reply. All right, sweetheart. And I thank you for taking time out to listen. And thank you about the happy Thursday. And good morning to everybody. I don't want to look over nobody. So, I love you guys. Bye. I am. I'm gonna go live. I am. Bye, sweetie.